Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about vestibulocochlear nerve. So let's start our topic with introduction. Vestibulocochlear nerve is the eighth cranial nerve. It is purely sensory nerve that is responsible for hearing and balance. This nerve carries information from the inner ear to the brainstem, playing a crucial role in sound perception, equilibrium, and spatial orientation. Components of vestibulocochlear nerve. Vestibulocochlear nerve has two main components that include cochlear nerve and vestibular nerve. Cochlear nerve transmits information related to hearing from the cochlea. Vestibular nerve transmits information about balance and head position from semicircular canal, utricle, and saccule. Nuclei of vestibulocochlear nerve. It is located in the brainstem. These nuclei are divided into cochlear and vestibular groups. Cochlear nuclei include anterior cochlear nucleus and posterior cochlear nucleus that are placed at the pontomedullary junction. They receive input from the cochlear nerve for hearing. Then there are vestibular nuclei that include superior vestibular nuclei, inferior vestibular nuclei, medial and lateral vestibular nuclei that are located in the floor of fourth ventricle. They process signal from the vestibular apparatus for balance and spatial orientation. Origin and pathway of vestibulocochlear nerve. It arises from sensory receptor in the inner ear, like hair cells in the organ of corti for hearing, hair cells in utricle, saccule, and semicircular canal for balance. Pathway of vestibulocochlear nerve. Bipolar neuron in the spiral ganglion, that is for cochlear nerve, and vestibular ganglion, that is for corpus ganglion. Vestibular nerve central processes to the brainstem. When they enter into brainstem, both nerves enter into internal acoustic meatus with the facial nerve, that is seventh cranial nerve, and reach the pontomedullary junction. And then is sinus cochlear fiber that in the cochlear nuclei. Vestibular fiber sinus in the vestibular nuclei in the brainstem. Functions of vestibulocochlear nerve. First function is hearing, that is called as cochlear component of vestibulocochlear nerve. It detects sound vibration and transmits them to the cochlear nuclei. It's involved in sound localization, perception of pitch and loudness. Second function is balance, that is also called as vestibular component. It maintains equilibrium and posture. It detects head movements, acceleration, and spatial orientation through semicircular canal, utricle, and saccule. It coordinates eye movement through vestibulo-ocular reflexes. Central connection of vestibulocochlear nerve. First is cochlear pathways, as fiber project from cochlear nuclei to superior olivary complex, inferior colliculus, medial geniculate body, and finally to the primary auditory cortex, that is in the temporal lobe. And second is vestibular pathway, as vestibular nuclei connect to the cerebellum, spinal cord, oculomotor nuclei, and cerebral cortex. Clinical significance of vestibulocochlear nerve. First is hearing loss, that is sensorineural deafness due to damage to cochlea, cochlear nerve, or nuclei. Second significance is tinnitus, that is ringing or buzzing sensation in the ear. Third significance is vertigo, that is sensation of spinning or imbalance that is caused by vestibular dysfunction. Clinical significance. Fourth include nystagmus, that is involuntary eye movement due to vestibular damage. Fifth clinical significance is Meniere's disease, that is inner ear disorder causing vertigo, hearing loss, and tinnitus due to endolymphatic fluid imbalance. Sixth is acoustic neuroma, that is also called as vestibular schwannoma. It is a benign tumor of vestibular nerve presenting with hearing loss, tinnitus, and sometimes facial weakness due to seventh cranial nerve involvement. Summary. It is purely sensory cranial nerve. Vestibulocochlear nerve function is hearing, that is by the cochlear component of the vestibulocochlear nerve, and balance, that is by the vestibular component. Its course starts from inner ear, then it goes to internal acoustic meatus, then it goes to pontomedullary junction, and at the end it goes to brainstem nuclei. Clinical dilemmas include disorders that include sensorineural hearing loss, vertigo, tinnitus, and acoustic neuroma. And this was all about vestibulocochlear nerve. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.